Timothy in Richmond, how are you?
Hey Matt, hey Don, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, listen. Well, first of all, I love your show, and I'm a big fan. I've been watching it for several years. I actually saw a clip on YouTube of I think it was you and Jeff D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of clips. Yep. Thousands.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how many years I've been doing this. Is it 8 now? I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, we're coming up on year 8 or something. But anyway, what'd you have for us?
Yeah. I've been a skeptic person about religions for quite a few years now, and but I'm still kind of like caught up in the world of religion. I mean, going to church and stuff. And, it's so powerful. I think because I've been going to church all my life. I've been raised in going to church, the same church all my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my mother, is very devout Christian, and almost everybody I know is devout Christian.
So you're torn with all these expectations versus being true to yourself, right?
I'm sorry, say it again?
You're torn with all these expectations from your family, and between that and being true to yourself.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I know who I am, but I don't know how. Basically, what I'm trying to point out is I don't know how to exactly come out as who I am and still be accepted by my mother, my family, my my friends, and I don't know if I have any more friends left. Because even people that I don't know, I mean, even people that I know that at school and stuff, some of them, if they find out that I'm an atheist, they might not want to hang with me no more, or might not like me no more. You see what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to ask is, how can I reveal who I am?
Yeah, we've dealt with this quite a lot, and the short answer is I don't know, because I don't know your situation. It may be the case that it's not in your best interest to come out. It's a decision that you have to make, and you have to be willing to face all the potential consequences, which could include losing and breaking a bunch of relationships. Basically you might find yourself relatively alone. And if you're not comfortable with that as a prospect, then it's probably not a good thing to come out yet and just kind of wait until the world is a safer place for it. On the other hand, if you do decide to come out, there's lots of different ways, and my thinking now is to not make any kind of big deal out of it. Not Mom, sit down, I have to tell you something, that kind of big buildup. It's one of those things where it can be helpful for them to understand without ever using the A word, that you just don't believe this stuff anymore. You're having difficulties believing the things that you used to believe, and having conversations along those lines that can eventually lead to just saying, yeah, you know what, call me an atheist, call me whatever. I don't believe that stuff anymore. It's just not who I am. One of the things that I worked out with my parents when they were kind of devastated by this was they believe that God wants me to know He exists, and they believe that God answers prayer and that everything happens according to God's plan. And so by telling them, you just keep praying that God will reveal this to me, they know me well enough to know that if God decides to reveal Himself, I'm not going to deny it. And that takes the burden off their shoulders and put it on God. Don's probably got more on.
Yeah, I wanted to respond to something you said that you're going to lose your friends. You may lose some of your friends, but maybe those folks aren't so much your friends.
I've been thinking that. Yeah.
And you're going to gain some friends, and there will be a bit of a burden lifted in the sense that you won't necessarily have to pass or play an act or these sorts of things. But I agree with Matt. You have to weigh your options and your own decision. And maybe the easiest thing is to move to a city or town or somewhere where being an atheist is a little easier and start a new life there.
But on that note, I apologize. They're putting up the credits. I got to let you go. Thanks for calling. Thanks